G'day everyone, and welcome back to another set of Alliance War videos in Puzzle Combat with Governor of the Pirate Horde. So in this video you can see that we've got the Pirate Horde facing off against the Alliance, the Warriors of the Empire. So these guys are one of our frequent opponents. We face them fairly routinely in Alliance Wars. They are usually ranked a little bit above us, which is the case in this scenario as well. For this video, in the last one you would have noticed, or if you watched it, you would have seen that I did my first go at using non-mono teams in war. So I'm going to be using those same teams again, so the same sets of 3-2 teams, 3 heroes of one colour, 2 heroes of another, because it worked quite well, but I do want to check it a bit more. So the flags remaining, we do have 69 flags on our side and 117 on their side. So we do have a points buffer at this stage, but we also do have a flag lead. War scores, it is 98.9 on our side and 104.2 on their side, so there is a 5k war score advantage to them. How much that's going to play out in the end is yet to be seen. So the battlefield itself, it is a 30v30 alliance war, so there are 180 flags on both teams, so even Stevens on that side of things. The war board itself, there's a couple left behind. There's not actually that many reviving teams left, which is my usual target, so I think there's only 2 which have got double revivers. So we'll pick up the first of those now. So the teams from last time, as I said, they were all 3-2 teams. So this first one I'm going to use, I think, actually probably the same order almost. So we've got Wyatt, who I'm going to use my 7 out of 10 one. I'll grab my 2 Emmas. I'll grab Blunderbuss, and then I'll also grab my 4-80 Ksenia. There she is. Alright, so weapons, we'll just go speed and crit on everyone, dodge gun on Wyatt, and then leave these 2 as they are. So, first war flag coming right up. So, 3 greens, 2 reds, and we'll just see how this one pans out. So off the starting gate, there's not a lot going on. I've got a blue-purple match here, which I'll make, which does give me a red grenade that I can make now. Doesn't quite charge everyone, so I will pop my red grenade just to charge my reds up, and then we'll fire them both off. So Ksenia first, and then we'll fire Blunderbuss as well, I think, and then make this purple grenade, which cascaded in the green match, which is good. Got a couple options here in terms of the next move. Whether I take the greens. That blue bullet's ended up in the wrong spot. That's right, this should charge up my Emmas now, so next turn we'll fire those off. They should still be underneath Blunderbuss's buff, which is great because just watch how much damage it deals out. So we killed Emma, maimed Horato and Ksenia, and Terminus dodged everything, which is so very surprising. So we'll grab a green match 3 and a red match 3, charge off my 2 healers, and then we'll finish off with the double Emma, which should kill them both quite easily. Alright, there we go. Even with a couple dodges from Terminus, which is always fantastic. So first board turned out pretty well, which is not unsurprising. That's probably one of the better teams in terms of damage output. Phanatik here is the last. I might just have to do a quick little alliance bossy thing. Hang on, back in a sec. Alright. So Phanatik is the last guy with a double reviving team, so we'll pick him up as well now. So this one we're going to use another double green team, so we've got my other white that's leveled, and Hairwear as my 2 greens, and then I'll chuck my 3 yellows in, who work oh so well together, and just switch Cooper to having the crit gun and the dodge gun onto white. So we got 2 crit guns and a dodge speed gun on Giselle there, and then the green guns are as you saw. So I'd like some yellows and some green tiles. Not really much yellow going on, but there is a little bit of green. which I'll cascade in. So making that red match first meant that the green tile in the fourth row stayed where it was. We'll just get rid of tiles. Yep. Which allowed the green tile to come in as a match, a 2x multiplier. Oh, that was the wrong move. I should have done my green match, which would have given me a yellow. Alright. All good though. Alright, this should charge all my yellows. Not quite. Not quite. If I make this blue match, it will set Mortis off, but it will also give me a match for green at the very minimum. So I'll do that. Mortis will fire, which is not ideal. The one I'm most worried about, though, is Wyatt. And he just stays alive. But I don't know if he's going to survive for too much longer, because he's got both Burn and Bleed on him. We'll charge block right-hand side, and then we'll fire off Giselle and Cooper, which has gotten rid of the right. Yeah, there we go. So Wyatt died from the DOT side of things. 8-bit first, then Giselle, and we'll see who's almost dead and try and kill him with Cooper. Success! And now we just got to pick off Horde. So we'll get greens and yellows cascading in, and then yellow match 3 at the bottom, I think. Seeing as we'll try. No, alright. I was hoping for a cascade over the right hand side there, while I didn't have to set Horde off, but it didn't quite work out. So we've got Cooper ready to fire. So we'll just do that. Alright. 2 from 2. So pretty happy with that so far. The next team is one of my less confident teams, shall we say. I've done a little bit to try and boost it up a bit since last war. I don't think there's any more double reviving teams left. In fact, I don't think there's any full teams left at all that have a reviver. We've got Olegem and Queso, I don't know, who have both got a reviver, but no one's got a full team. Celeb's probably got the highest team power remaining. 43s, 41, won't do that. 43, 43, 43, 60 with a Tremor tank. Alright, well, I'll get the boss fight out of the way. So this one we've got Booster and Perla as my 2 supporting heroes. So Booster is now actually at 4-80 for this war. And then 8-bit, Goldman, and Judge. I've put a couple emblems on 8-bit and also maxed out his special skill just to try and get a little bit more sturdiness into the team. The next stop will obviously be pushing Booster and / or Goldman to 100, but I'm not really wanting to do 5-star leveling at this stage, so I've sort of held off on that. So I've got a blue match that I'll take onto Thrasher, and then I'll pick up this yellow match 4, which means I can also cascade in a blue grenade onto Panzer, who keeps dodging. I make this yellow match 3 off to the left, which was not quite enough to charge them. I was hoping it was enough. If I pick up the purple dynamite sticks here, I'll get a couple blue matches, which should charge my heroes, and the yellow match as well. Unfortunately, Panzer has taunted, and that was not enough to kill him. Do I hold them? Do I fire them? I'll fire that to try and kill Panzer, which he dodged. Alright. Anyway, we've got more minions coming out, so we can just refresh all those minions. Perla and Booster's minions, and then we've got 8-bit who will fire as well. And then I've got a match 4 I can cascade in and get rid of Thrasher. Still got this red grenade, but I know I'm going to lose 2, maybe 3 heroes to that block. So there goes my red grenade. I've got a yellow match 4 I can make. Well, 5 really, but 4 in terms of the residual. So we'll get rid of you, hopefully. Not quite. Alright. So fire 8-bit and Goldman, I probably should have waited a turn, seeing as they both got in. Definitely should have waited a turn, because they had that accuracy element. Or 2 turns, rather. Let's get rid of Mirage, so she can stop special skill silencing me. And then we've got Perla. Come on, my turn. I want to fire. My turn. There we go. Perla, and then goes to some more tiles. Not quite getting yellow ones in, so we're just going to make a bunch of moves to try and get some yellow tiles onto the board. Who do I lose? Goldman. Not quite. Almost lost Golden. Yellow tiles. Where are the yellow tiles at? Alright. Go some blues. Fire Perla. Alright, I can get a yellow match 5-ish in the next turn. So we've got to make this purple match, which then gives me the yellow match that I can make. And then we'll get rid of you. Not enough. Alright, this should be enough. There we go. Alright, Crockett's dead, so now we've just got to get Goldman. Fortunately, my heroes are very spread out, the ones that are remaining. They're not actually next to each other, so regardless of who Goldman targets, he's not actually going to be able to kill any of my heroes. Or, he might kill one of them, but he can't kill multiples of them, which means he's spending multiple turns and then charging before he can actually... Oh, that was convenient. Actually finish me. So you can see the the war barrage effect is firing very rapidly at the moment because there's not many of the enemy heroes left. So it's firing every 2 or 3 turns. But dodged again. Alright. Blue. Minions. Yellow ghost. Alright, got him with a tile. And some minion strikes, so. Worked out alright. Little bit of a longer fight, but came good in the end. Yeah, so there's not really anyone who's jumping out at me to go for. Probably the hardest team left is probably SeiD's up here, seeing as it's a tremor tank, so we might take that on. This may not go very well actually, because I'm using a red strong team next. Probably could change teams, but we'll go with it, see how it goes. So we've got Ksenia, Jocasta, and Ridge, and then we've got Melter, and then Mortis. Where's my 4-80 Mortis? Nope, he's down. There he is. Alright, we'll toss him in. Dodge gun, speed gun, and then we'll leave that one where it is, and give speed and crit to Ksenia and Jocasta. We'll see how this team goes. I'm not really sold on Mortis at the moment at 4-80. I'm not sure that his special skill is really damaging enough as a 4-80. So we've got a red grenade we can make here to warrant using him yet. I might, in the next set of war hits, swap him out for a 4-80 hairwear. Just because I think his special skill is going to be more useful. So we'll make this yellow match, which then gives me lots of red tiles, which I can make. We'll fire Ridge, but I think the highest HP is Atomo in the corner, which is not an ideal position to be firing Ridge at. Tremor fires off, so we'll clear all of that using Jocasta, and then we'll get Ksenia's buff going as well. Not enough to kill, so we'll get rid of all of these red tiles. Still not enough to kill. My goodness, what have I got to do? Alright. Ksenia, Ridge, who's going to target the other wing. My goodness. That is the biggest letdown with Ridge imaginable, is when, like, because you have no control over his timing, or his firing targets, really, because Ridge will target the enemy with the highest HP. So in the first case, it was Atomo. Seriously, 50%... Chance to crit, 5 targets, 0 crits. 0 bleed. That's like the entire reason I brought you along, Mortis. Alright, Melter there did really well. He stole all of their healing. So it's absolutely minimal how much damage he done. So we've got rid of Ridge. I think Brock's going to be the target here. And not enough to target and kill Tremor. Ah! Alright, 1 green. Except I think I'm going to lose most of my heroes now in this. Alright, so there we go, lost Mortis. I can get Tremor in a turn's time if I make this yellow match, which gives me the green match next, but now Hush is going to fire. So I lose Melter. Alright, we'll do this. Now my problem is, even if I do charge and fire Ridge, the target is going to probably be Brock at this stage. I don't even think I'm going to be able to charge him, to be honest, because Brock's going to charge his special skill in the next turn, and there's nothing matchable on the board. So may as well just go with it. Do an extra 2 damage. Alright, bit unideal. I hate leaving messes on the board, but it's not quite big enough to warrant going back and cleaning my own mess there. I do think next time, though, I'm going to scratch Mortis and use 4-80 of Hairwear, or even Tamika, who's the green zombie I've got there. But yeah, anyway, this one we've got 3 purples and 2 blues. So we've got Talon and Bunny Hop with a 4-80 Coyote, who's a long way down actually for a 4-80 hero. And then we've got 2 blues, so we've got Shocker and Face Off. The guns are pretty much right. I've just switched Talon over to the speed weapon, as usual, so she charges the same turn as Bunny Hop rather than a turn later, because it's already annoying enough, because I need... Oh, it's not really annoying, but to make best use of Bunny Hop, I have to wait at least 1 turn after Talon's fired to make use of the poison damage. Although, I could swap the gun on... I'll have to look at that, because I can swap the gun on Shocker, which to the 4-star Master Weapon gun, which does poison damage to all, which means that I wouldn't have to wait on Talon. But I do lose a lot of power, though, in doing that. Anyway, problems for another fight. I might experiment with a little bit of raids. 1 dodge out of 3, not bad odds. Evade. Okay, so that's annoying. So Krampus as the recon class, he gets the chance to evade enemy hits on him, which evades the damage, but it keeps all the ailments. So what you saw there was Face Off targeted him, he dodged the damage, and then took the ailment, which stops his charge from generating. Oh, Bunny Hop with 2 HP. See how long she lasts on this. But the problem is, when the recon class dodges, they actually pick up a little bit of charge. So while Face Off blocked his charging, because of the order of effects, he gained a little bit of charge, which then powered up his special skill, and then meant he sent the charge block straight back at me. So that was a very long explanation of, that sucked. I think I lose Talon now. And Shocker. Alright, we'll heal and then use up some minions to get some pseudo healing. It's probably about time that I started chucking some tiles at Krampus, seeing as he's got the charge block on him. And then we'll throw blue tiles as well, because he's still charge blocked. Matchy tiles, purple tiles, heal, minions, and then we'll pop our purple grenade, which hopefully... heal, minions, purple grenade, boom. Alright, so we're at 4 wins from 5, with the 1 fail being a little bit annoying, up there in the top corner. So, 1 flag left. We might go for Johnny over here, purely on the basis of I've got a minion destroying team and there's not actually any other minion makers on the battlefield. So I'm going to go after Johnny here. My minion destroyer in this team is actually Blair, so we'll chuck her in. Then we've got Terminus and Sabotai, as well as Blair and Brock. Sorry, Ember. I said Blair and I was looking at it, but I said the wrong name. So we'll give leave actually those guns as they are. Speed and dodge for Sub and Terminus. Ember gets the crit, and then speed and crit for both Blair and Brock. So we'll go with this. Yeah, so there's not actually any direct healing in this team. So it is a downside to using Terminus is that he does literally 0 healing. So anyone he revives, they come back with very low HP. So we've got yellow match, which I can make 2 ways, but I'm just going to try and promote a bunch of yellow tiles to start with, to see if I can get a little bit better positioning, but I haven't really. Make a yellow match 4, and then a yellow match 3, I think, at the top. Yep. Yeah, so Terminus, while he's really good at reviving heroes, he does no healing, which is the downside to him. I might just hold him for now, see if I lose anyone from, because both Adid and Zidane are going to fire in the next turn. So there's the support attacks from Sabotage buff, and we should see some more there. They're very small attack hits. It's not anything massive or game changing, but it is just a nice little bit of damage that kicks out each time. Alright, so we've got Brock and Blair. Might charge right hand side. No dodges, which is good. Blair, and I've probably held on to Terminus for too long at this stage. So we might just get rid of his effect. Can we get rid of Nima? Good. Alright, so you got rid of 1 person, or 2 people, before Coyote fired. Right, if I can get a lot of red tiles onto, or even yellow tiles, if I can get tiles onto Zidane, it'll promote his burn, but I don't think I can get anything going over there. Alright, lost Sub, who is my only pseudo healer in this team. Now we've lost Ember and, Blair and Brock, so I just need some yellow tiles. Oh, that was very close. I think that could have been fight ending, almost, if Coyote had fired then, because it would have basically pushed both Zidane and Adid's health beyond my ability to probably whittle down. But this is cool. Alright, so what you saw there was you saw 2 burns go. So the first one was on Zidane, which was great because that then killed him. And then the effect of both Ember and Blair is that if they die with the burn on them, it goes to the next hero, or the heroes on either side of them. And because it goes left to right, it then did the burn damage on Adid as well. Which is kind of cool, because it's like a 2-for-1 in terms of the burny bonus. So anyway, those are my hits. Got 5 from 6 again. The one that failed was the one I was probably most worried about. This is the one that failed on, so you can see there's only about 900 HP left. Total damage, it came out at 295 points. So if I'd picked up those remaining points there, it would have been probably over 320. Flags remaining, it is pretty close there. It's actually a very close war overall. So you can see here that the projected scores are only 20 points different if we use all the flags at the same rate that everyone's using them now. So just have to wait and see how this one actually turns out. But yeah, it's a very close battle at this stage, which could go down to the last flag or 2. So yeah, that's about it for this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheers, bye.